Hey guys, and welcome back to Ayakashi. This is part 6. This is the last re-recorded episode of the series. So, we are just going to crack on with the next one. So, towards the end of summer, the sky already showed signs of autumn. I was walking whilst looking at the mackerel-coloured sky. It's a fishy coloured sky. Maybe that's just how I feel, like that cloud that's floating Lona Lily up in the sky. Lona Lily. No, I shouldn't be sulking right now. I went inside the studio with water, lemon, water with honey, tea and sandwiches. What? I don't think I said that right. No, that's wrong. That lower note should last longer. God damn it. Then it changes the atmosphere of the song. I told you the concept was to be heart-rendering, but not too moody. Says the moody guy. Recently your song is mainly in minor key, Akito. If your mind is too busy, you only create a music that's instinctive. Isn't that right, Akito? You shouldn't only stay in the studio and have a little bit of break in between. Well, I don't have time for anything else. That's why I'm stuck over here. I can't even find Keisuke. Where the hell did he go when we need him? God damn it! From the other side of the door, I can already hear Akito having an argument with the other members. I knocked on the door and entered inside. Good morning. I brought you some lunch. When I entered the studio, Akito moved his eyes away from me. After returning from that aquarium, since I left early, it feels really awkward to be around him. Oh no, also the new song was still so troublesome, so everyone including Akito stayed in the studio for multiple days. Oh, I fucked it up. Probably everyone is even more frustrated because they are rushing. Even though I understood why they are acting this way, I can't find a good way to make the situation better. Thank you! Oh, I like those spicy sandwiches. Hey Akito, you see this? See this? Spiciness? Yuki started jumping over to me and looked into the food I bought. Why don't you eat a little bit? Hand it to him? Oh, I can't just leave it there because then that's going to be... Yes! Akito, why don't you eat a little bit? Just a little smidgy bit. Even when I ask him, Akito doesn't look at me. Oh, I've well and truly pissed him off. He's just writing down lyrics and working on the songs without looking up. Akito is skipping his meals once or twice a day these days. He's devoted that time to the songwriting and arrangement. Rather than being enthusiastic, it was more like being rushed to work on it. Look, Akito, she was being thoughtful and brought something that you can eat in one hand. At least eat some and work with your left hand. Yeah, these roasted beef ones have some spice to them too, so I really recommend this one. Hey, you guys, maybe you don't understand this. There's no time and the melody isn't like a ballad at all. God damn it. Akito kicked the chair with an anger. Bloody hell. Then I'll ask you something. What is a ballad? Well, it's like, you know, a love song with some sentimental lyrics. It's the type of songs that we don't have much. Because we have no heart. Yes, but you can't let others say that we can only play rock music. Ballads are a different challenge. We can do it. Huh? I felt something strange about how Akito responded. It's weird. He never used to think about how others would evaluate him. He's stubborn about his own songs that he likes and he doesn't compromise with others for his ideal song lyrics. What happened to you, Akito? You never used to have this attitude before. If we keep on doing this, it's not going to be your song anymore. It's going to be ours, because we're going to kick you out. I guess Kasumi also realised that Akito was behaving strangely. Akito was grinding his teeth. Well then you should do the songs and also be the band leader. You fuck. Akito! Oh, looking at Akito's trembling fist, I could tell that he's not thinking such a thing. It hurts me to even watch him saying. He's about to punch him. Open the window so you can jump out, give some tea so you can throw it in your face, or calm the fuck down. There we go. Akito, calm down. The ballad is important, but you don't have to push yourself that much. Isn't there any other way? I couldn't keep my mouth shut when I saw Akito suffering. Akito didn't even react to my words until now, and his eyes met mine, slowly, carefully, evaluating. Recently there are ballads that are not too slow. You know the rhythm of the drums on medium tempo throughout the song. Also, there are songs that are classified as a ballad if the songs are quiet and have sentimental melody and lyrics. With what I said, Akito started to think again, putting his hand on his chin, thoughtfully. Each of the members have their own jobs today. If they're shooting today, Akito's probably going to be the one to do it. But he wrote on the whiteboard that he'll be working on lyrics. I was meant to stay with him, but he keepy denying me. He just keepies on denying. I was filled with sadness while he was having his attitude of pushing me away from him. Akito, I'm not going to disturb you, so can I stay here while finishing off the office work? Please, pretty please. Cherries on top. Bright red cherries, just like your hair. As I was nervously said so, Akito looked up suddenly. Oh no, I didn't say you were in the way. Yay! Oh, he still likes us. Akito stood up immediately and pulled my arms. Wow! I bumped into the garbage can and Akito called me when I started falling. So he just pushed you into the rubbish bin. You know I'm not good at communication. Damn right, you'd push me into a bin! I felt goosebumps when he talked in such a desperate voice. It wasn't a bad kind of feeling. I don't know how to describe it. I just felt my heart rate was rising. Well, I know about that, but my heartbeat became louder and I don't know whether my voice is trembling or not. Then, you know. About what? When I asked him about it, Akito was frustrated, then took something out of his pocket. Oh, it's an engagement ring. Your phone? Oh. Akito started shaking his mobile phone in front of me. He was trying to show me the blue dolphin. What the? Oh, that's the dolphin mascot he got at the aquarium. It was on the straw. I'm sorry. He mumbled into my ear. I don't know why, but it was funny to me somehow. So it did become a good reference for the ballad after all. You're writing about dolphins. It's a love song about dolphins. After all, I don't think I'm able to understand that sentimental feeling so well. That's not true. Even now, Akito has a very troubled face. It means that there's something that he wants to protect. Right now, Akito wants to protect Fox here, so isn't that why you were rushing? My words made him feel uncomfortable. His arms holding the dolphin toy slowly fell. I know that you cherish your band, your work and the members. I understand that. I even know that even though he loves them, he's taking out his frustration on them. Also, I know that he's regretting his attitude. I looked up Akito with gentle eyes and touched his chest. Those feelings are both sentimental and frustrating, aren't they? Even if it's not about love, loved ones are also included. Are they still in the room? That's it. This feeling. Akito grabs his fists in front of his chest. Akito? When I smile, Akito starts taking a pen again. This time, he didn't seem confused like earlier. He's trying to sketch the feelings that are overflowing inside of him. Phew. I hope I was able to help him a little. I decided to organise the papers in the next door so they won't be in the way of Akito working. It's just like fucking stick figures. Just like little stick men. Oh, that looks like something that we can manage in the schedule next week. I finished writing the email and turned the laptop off. When I stretched a little, I started to yawn. Oh, that's right. I wasn't able to sleep well last night. The moment I realised that I'm sleepy, my eyes became heavy. I was led towards the dream world on top of my papers. When I realised it, there was someone next to me with a white light. I can't see the face, but I felt peaceful just being next to that person. Were you singing? I tried to nod, but I can't get my voice out. I was singing a while ago. It seems like various meanings are put in human songs. So is this a flashback or a dream? I nodded. I wanted to see this fox again, so I started reading Waka. So that's how humans tell their feelings. We shouldn't just howl. We have to have some emotion with it too. I love you. Oh, we are competing for the land with our howl. Creatures with strongest mystic power can rule a sovereign. But foxes don't howl. Not just howling, can compete through song. How beautiful it is. Thank you. Oh, so that's why they're a band. Right, okay, that's why they're in a band. Because the louder they scream, they're the boss. Isn't that what I'm supposed to say? You are ever the mysterious yin-yang master. You used a song to call a fox. Ah, so this is her ancestor. It comes out naturally when I want to see you. That must be your power source, the rare yin-yang master. I was wondering what kind of human it would be, but I never thought it would be a girl like you. Did I disappoint you? No way, thankfully. My wounds healed quickly. The fox touched his leg. So this is Blanche's ancestor, but she's seen it through a dream as if she's the ancestor. And the white fox is the dude in the necklace. Good, there are no marks left. It was an apparition of raccoons, so I thought there would be more curse left on me. You're sugoi! The raccoons? The fox had a bitter smile. Recently our forces have been weakened, so we've been attacked. We hope to coexist with people, but raccoons seem like they want to erase human beings from the earth. Fucking raccoons. You can never trust a raccoon. I hope there's a way for everyone to get along. that would be difficult. But maybe if you use a song, there might be a way to regain power. Can you teach me how to make waka? Yes, of course. We can sing together. I took the fox's hand. The warmth of its hand was, as I remember, the same as Akito's. Somebody was calling me. I started to look around to check for the source of the sound. If you're going to sleep here, just go home. You're going to catch a cold. And I'm going to have to look after you again. Huh? Akito? I'm sorry. When I woke up quickly, I was in the office, and I could see all contracts and papers spread around in front of me. I must have slept on my desk from last night. I didn't know the time, so I said morning, but it was still midnight. Somehow, I tried to remember the fox in the dream. I compared with Akito. They look similar, but also different. When I wake up, I can barely remember his face. It's frustrating. Was that his ancestor? Was this dream shown to me by the magatama? I really want to check, but I don't know how to explain my dream. Hey, Akito, why did you decide to sing? He suddenly frowned, but Akito answered, For the bitches! Well, it's simple. The plan to rule over the humans, to look for magatama and work as a band. In the beginning, there was... Someone was trying to stop you. Did the fox also sing in the olden days? When I looked surprised, Akito glanced at me strangely. In the ye olde days? I don't know much about such a long time ago, but yeah, there were times when tanka were used for howling, but even humans aren't really singing poetry anymore. Well, yeah, he was right. Even if someone asks me to read, it'd be pretty hard for me to understand. It's pretty much this playthrough in general, to be perfectly honest with you. But I wanted to sing. Akito squeezed the paper he had in his hand. Oh, is that... You completed the song! I stood up immediately. Still, the music score wasn't complete, but Akito's facial expressions were really... That's great! Let's show this when everyone comes back. You helped me. What? Akito stared at me directly and said that I looked puzzled. That's not true. Even if I was near you, I wasn't able to do anything to help. No, because of you, I remembered what I wanted to protect. Also, I felt like I understood what sentimental feelings are. The sentimental feeling? As a future chief of the Fox Village, I have to defend all of them. That's why I started the band. But now, I purely want to sing. Akito! Right at that moment, the door opened. God damn it, Gremlin! I'm back! Oh, you guys are still here? You're working on the song still? Kasumi also came back to the office after the first two. Are you alright, bro? Apparently, everyone seemed to finish their work without any problems. Akito started to show everyone the music score. Wow, this is what you made? It's great! I've never seen a melody like this before. Yuki started to look at it over Kasumi's shoulder. He seemed surprised and howled with excitement. Yeah, it came to my mind somehow. It's a bit lonely, but it's also nostalgic. I didn't have much knowledge of music, but apparently he arranged the song using an old Japanese tune. So he ripped it from someone else. Perhaps, like Waka? I just remembered what I saw in my dream. Long ago there were times when foxes were singing songs with people. There might be some memories left from that time. It looks difficult to play. Do you think we can do it? Do you think we can work with this one? If we can't make our songs work, then that Raccoon's will. Huh? Is that about me? I appreciate that you, as the ruler of all creatures, cares about me. What? Oh shit! From the door that's been opened, there was a blonde man I saw the other day rudely entered. Why are you here? Get out! Oh yeah, we do come to the studio often. We have recording next door, so I came here to greet you. There was that big guy with a mouth that split like a snake. You needed to greet us so that you can disturb us? You know, if you think that you can't win without doing that, then that's really sad. Even though Akito tries to provoke, they were just putting a grin on their faces. I'll just say that back to you. Sir Fox, you guys seem to be stuck here all day. I guess you are the ones who are struggling. It's ridiculous to see the dying races struggle. Akito starts grinding the back of his teeth. It was the recognisable sign not to provoke him. Everyone became uncomfortable. Oh shit. So, what do you want from us? Just trying to tease us? I'll warn you kindly. Each and one of the things they say is irritating. Oh yeah, I did pass the story to others. This is the end of your lovey-dovey life. What? Lovey-dovey? What are you talking about? Stop saying stuff that doesn't make sense. He's going to kill you. When Akito glared, the blonde guy looked at me with a grin. Well, you see, what have you been doing alone here all day today? I've already reported that there were only 2 smells present. dare you come in here and sniff? They were smiling with disgusting grins and looked both me and Akito up and down. What are you talking about? He was staying here writing lyrics. Do you think others would believe it? It's going to be fun, you know. With a snide comment and a nasty smile, they left. The moment the two left, Keisuke appeared all of a sudden, even though he didn't come much recently. They caused this then. Keisuke, where were you until now? Although Keisuke appeared easygoing, once he opened his mouth with a subtle expression and put his hand to his chin, he looked serious. There's a problem, Akito. Your parents are coming tomorrow. Oh no, not the in-laws! Akito changed his expression immediately when he heard this. It was an irritated expression that I've never seen on Akito, even though he always has an irritated face. Kasumi also grasped the fist. It's like they've been sentenced to death. Kosei and Yuki also went silent, though an uneasiness and anxiety welled up within them. What's going to happen? On that day, everyone scattered away and left the office without talking anymore. They abandoned us to the parents. Oh, episode 10, here we go. The next morning, Akito came to the office without sleeping in. Oh, he's been a good boy now his mum and dad are coming. I stopped my hand from switching on the air humidifier that I normally use. Let's get some fresh air. The wind that brought in from the window, that had the fragrance of us, man. I failed at that sentence. Akito looked outside the window next to me. The mountains have already started to turn shades of red and gold hues. Hey, you can go home. Akito wasn't talking to me in his usual irritated tone, but spoke seriously. But if it's related to the future of Foxia, then as a manager... We asked Ayakashi to go home, but in terms of you, I'm sure we'll be asked to bring you here. They want to inspect you. Is that because of this magatama? Because no one actually reported anything to the village about the discovery of the Yin-Yang Master's descendant and the location of the magatama. That was surprising. I thought Keisuke already had reported it a long time ago. No one? Shit, was I supposed to do that? Akito, Kosei and Kasumi also seemed to have the same impression, although Keisuke seemed doubtful. He was giving... So are they coming to take this magatama by force? I'm worried because I haven't decided to hand over the magatama yet. If it was by force, then maybe magatama will go out of control. When I spoke with caution, Keisuke shook his head. Don't worry, they are not going to be rough. No one's going to take it by force. They are still from the prestigious family with education. Because only people with education act sensibly. Also, I've already told them that no one is able to touch magatama, but you. If Akito has been blown away by the power of magatama, they are not going to attempt to take it. Please relax. Even with Kasumi reassuring me, I became worried. That's right. Akito's parents already hate me because I am a human being. Look, don't do anything unnecessary. Either way, nothing will be said to my mother and father. That's... good? It's even sadder that Akito was saying that so naturally. Lying to his parents. Akito seems like he's given up. From the side of Akito's face, I can see his facial expression vanishing. Even his usual confident eyes are now looking depressed and unanimated. The power of parents. I watched Akito's defeated face. I remember the reoccurring dream I had about the fox that I've had recently. Oh, flashback. Last night's dream was about the song from Man Yoshu. They were singing together after all. I've been waiting since you left to go to the mountain. Even though I couldn't waited patiently for you to return. Many days have been past since you came. Let me pick you up. I can't just wait here for you. In my dreams, I said that's not what it means. That's probably me, but not me. First of all, I don't remember and know much about Waka. But in my dreams, I was able to answer about the meaning of the fox. When I explained, the fox smiled softly. What did the fox say? Well, I can understand that feeling. Also, I can sing that song. Even she said it was for you. From when did the fox and humans start to have problems? What has happened so that we are able to be called traitors? That moment the wind just passed in front of us. It is the corner of the room that Akito glared sharply. What? Next to the potted plant, there was a small whirlwind. That whirlwind gradually grew bigger, and it became difficult to keep my eyes open. Yet the music in the background so calm. What? What is this? When I opened my eyes, there was a middle-aged woman in traditional Japanese clothing and a dignified man who also wore a kimono standing before me. Father. Mother. Oh, here we go. Here's the music kicking in. Huh? I had no idea how they got inside. I imagined normally they would have to enter from the door. What is it? Akito and others are walking in here normally every day. I questioned him quietly. I wanted to prepare myself if they were going to approach me. They use a fan from the village. It's a tool passed down by our ancestors. It's something that contains a mystical power and used for travelling. So even now, if we are going to visit the city of humans, we use them. A mystical fan. He answered my questions in a small voice, but his eyes never left his parents, who apparently can't be drawn. It's been a while, Akito. You seem to be in good health. It's a beautiful woman in a light purple kimono. Just like Akito and Kasumi, she has a silky skin. What are you doing right now? Until she spoke, I forgot that I was still in his Oh, this is, excuse me, awkward. She gave me a beautiful cold-eyed look and then ignored me, gazing straight at Akito. Bitch! What is this thing? She is our manager, so we protected it. It's unbelievable that a descendant of that human has the magatama. How vexing. It's scandalous. I didn't want to believe that desperate and provocative warning from the raccoon. I can't believe it's true. So the raccoon went straight to his dad. What a grass. Akito's father also threw me a hateful sneer. Oh, poor Kasumi's been forgotten about. And you too, I guess. Kasumi also greeted them finally. Yet, even after greeting them, their parents only shot him a glance. What's his name again? What's happening? While I was dubiously watching them, Akito disappeared from his parents into a reception room in the back. Oh, poor Kasumi, he's like the runt of the litter. Are you okay? To be honest, we are not on good terms with Akito's parents either. They think I'm a gremlin from the gremlin family. Yuki was shrinking with disappointment. What did you say we? Why did you say we? Sneaky, don't include me. Kosei spoke too, but when he talks about Akito's parents, his stiff expressions were exactly the same as Yuki's. Even in the village, is everyone afraid of them? I tried to stay calm and smiled at Yuki reassuringly. It's okay, but I understand why they hate me so much. I remember how Akito was behaving in the beginning. He was only showing negative feelings towards me, so if his parents do too, it's understandable. There wouldn't be anyone who's comfortable talking to Akito's parents. There's not a fox alive who doesn't know the strict and difficult demeanour of their chef. No one likes a difficult chef. Even I would be scared to meet him again. When Keisuke says that, it sounds like a lie. His behaviour makes me wonder if there's anything he can't do. Our fathers and mothers are very traditional people. The laws are absolute and their mission is to protect the village. They hate humans and try to maintain the purebred line. Yuki also nodded in agreement. As you know, my brother and I are fraternal twins. Recently, there are many non-purebreds born in the village, so people in the village were very pleased when we were born. But as soon as they understood that my body is weak and not usable, only Akito was expected to be the next chief. Oh my god, we quite listened to what Kasumi was telling us. He really is the runt of the litter. Because of that, Akito has been carrying a lot of pressure in his young age. He wasn't allowed to play with other children in the village, and has continued training since he was small. He was training all day long. Yes, from morning till late. He almost didn't have any break and just been filled with schedules for studies to become a future chief. It's true that because the fox has been ruling over the world of mythical creatures, the balance between us and humans has been peaceful. Kasumi mentioned, on the other hand, if they maintain this peace using their own laws, other kinds of mystical creatures will become enraged and they will cause pandemonium. Discomfort. Trouble eventually. Because I was often being sick, I was always in bed. Akito came to visit me often and looked after me, but he was always taken back for his studies. Oh no! When I was having a cold, I remember, Akito was being very attentive. He said Kasumi had a fever often, so he was used to it so he could take care of me. It was the room that no one can enter other than the doctor. So when Akito came over to visit, I was even happier. Not even his parents. That was the only time they had together as brothers. Kasumi looked anxiously at the door of the living room. There was no sound at all coming from outside, and it was eerily quiet. Just like a pool of blood, just starts going under the door. When Akito, who normally has an attitude, can't say anything at them, it's painful to see Akito suffering between responsibility and his dream. Oh dear. In the beginning, when he asked to form a band to do this, I thought it would be impossible, you know, to have someone like me, with such a weak body as a member. But I thought maybe Akito can change me. I came along with him with those thoughts in mind. With Kasumi's murmur, Yuki also nodded. Kosei looked out the window with his difficult-to-read expression. Whenever he doesn't have any objection, he does that. However, only Keisuke seemed to have a sad, subtle smile. Keisuke? When I felt that was maybe something wrong with him, there was a big smashing sound behind the door. I tried to call out to Keisuke. Even if you're my mother and father, you can't talk to me like that. I'm running away from home. There was Akito's scream bursted out and the door just half opened wildly. Akito, what on earth have you done? Akito came closer when he heard my worried voice and grabbed my hand. Wait! He was forcefully pulling my arm and I was taking out from the office. When I looked at Akito from the side, when he was dragging me, he had very intense anger in his face. Oh God, I'm going to be used as a sacrifice. Why are we here? Akito pulled me to a nearby park. More than half the leaves were turning autumn colours. There are some green leaves mixed with other yellow and red ones. In a place like this, all we could do was sit on the benches in compatible silence. Brother, the tunnel! Make a hole from the other side. I'm going to dig from this side. Leave it to me. Don't break from your side though. It's daytime during a weekday. There are children who are playing happily in the sandpit. It's nostalgic. Akito was opening up from his heart. He's probably remembering his childhood with Kasumi. From what I heard from Kasumi earlier, it must have been one of the very few good memories with the Kasumi. It may have been one of the few times when Kasumi was well that they could have played together. Akito must have had only responsibilities and expectations. Akito watched little brothers playing in the sandpit. He squeezed my hand sadly. Aww. I'm sorry about today, but that promise I made, I'll keep it for sure. So don't worry. Yeah, what is that promise? Because I don't remember it either. I didn't really understand what Akito was saying, so started to wonder. When Akito realised that I didn't remember this conversation, he frowned before speaking in a loud, irritated voice. What? You don't remember? That promise I made a while ago? Remember? Oh God. To be a #1 fan, to protect Akito, to wake him up every morning. It's got to be the middle one, hasn't it? I'm not going to promise to wake him up every morning. It's not going to be that special a promise. And to be a #1 fan is a bit weird. So it's going to be that. To protect Akito. Come on, me. Pick it up. Come on. Press the button. Yes! Oh, you mean the promise that I'll protect you, Akito? I wouldn't forget about what I said in front of Pierre Rose. Don't worry. I won't forget about that. I'll not let them destroy Foxia. When I spoke Ahane, Akito sighed before turning red. I thought we were speaking the same language. I said I won't be the one who will break my promise. I guess I was wrong. But I had an up. I can't be wrong if I got an up. Did you really forget about this? I even made a promise to you. Promise that Akito made for me? I was wondering if there was any time before that he made such a promise. While I was lost in my thoughts, Akito grabbed my shoulder to bring me closer. We were in each other's arms like lovers on the bench, closely, huddled together. Akito! Since it was still daytime, it wasn't chilly at all. It was rather a warm day. Next to Akito, even though it was hot, I could feel my heart pounding. I think I had the same feeling as before. I remember the time we stayed in the cave during the summer seaside music video shooting. We were cuddling in the same way. Oh, at the ocean side. Ah, now you remember. But what I can remember is the promise that you made to me in the cave. I can remember chatting by the ocean. Akito had both his ears and tail out visibly and was telling me about how he wants to become more powerful. I was trying hard to understand Akito more. I hummed whilst thinking about Akito and looked at me expectantly. You know, I've been thinking about this a lot, but you really don't really care about yourself much, do you? What do you mean? I was confused. You know, you could have been more defensive and gone against us, but instead, you work sincerely for us. You really are a strange human. Well, isn't it normal to work the job I was given? I was only doing what I was supposed to do to make a living. It's a living. Anyway, you really are easy to be persuaded. You should be more selfish. Isn't that supposed to be a human thing? Excuse me. Oh, really? Well, even for you, Akito, you're working hard for your members and not thinking of yourself. Yeah, but I'm being selfish to not let my precious things go. My music, my band. And you too. I told you when we were in the cave. I'll protect you. Oh. Finally remembered. At that time I was concentrating on bringing Akito back without him being hurt, so I was missing out on the rest of the memories. For some reason, it makes me feel embarrassed when he says that again. It makes me feel very warm, but for him to mention something like this, his parents must have told him something. I wonder what they told him. For Akito to yell at his parents, that scared him so much. It's hard to ask him about it. When I couldn't say anything back to him, Akito stopped holding me. But I even asked him what happened. He took my hand. He was holding my hand gently and intertwined our fingers. Oh! Oh! Akito! I'm going to keep the promise, whatever happens. I will. Akito said that while looking at me and holding my hand gently. I squeezed his hand back. Because our hand size is different, there was space between our fingers. It was difficult to hold his hand comfortably, but it also gave me comfort. He's got really long fingers. There was kindness and determination radiating from Akito holding my hand. It gave me a tingle in my heart that led to a smile breaking out across my face. There were autumn leaves falling towards us on the bench. I was worried that my face was turning the same shade of red as Akito's eyes. I looked back at him. Oh, don't cut it there! Oh no! Damn it! Right. Oh, I was getting into that. Okay. So, I think I'm going to call this a day. So, thank you very much for joining me in this episode of Ayakashi Part 6. Tune in for the next one because it's starting to heat up. It's starting to turn bright red like Akito's face. Anyway, if you have enjoyed, please leave a like down below. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think is going to happen next. I hope I haven't messed it up. Because I think I did press it wrong. Like, I think the aquarium, I think I might have messed the aquarium up a little bit. I don't think I have to get 100% though to get it right. So, let's see what happens. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe for some more content. And I will see you in the next one. Take care now, guys. Bye.